Khalif Rhodes, here we go. Back in court. This is not a joking matter. This is serious, but I think people are they're overwhelmed with trying to juggle all the different legal issues that Trump is facing right now.
Yeah, there are a ton. I mean, but I was laughing also because we mentioned free speech. And I mean, it seems like it's popping its head up everywhere, right?
Yeah,
we got to remember a couple things. Freedom of speech, it can be narrowly tailored, and the government can chill your speech only in a few opportunities, right? In public places. You know, if you're on public land and you're trying to do certain things, time, place, and manner, the government can restrict where you say it. They can't restrict the content, but they can restrict when and where you say it, right? Okay. But if you're in court, if you are under a judge's order, the law is extremely clear that the judge can restrict your speech, specifically when it comes to his orders to not attack members of his staff, not attack potential jurors, not attack potential witnesses. These are individuals that the judge has a duty to protect. If they are the ultimate umpire of the case, calling balls and strikes, the only way you can ensure that the game is played fair is make sure that those people are protected. Now, you can attack me, the judge. He said you can say things about me all day, but I have a duty to protect these people. So Trump is wrong because his speech has constitutionally been said over the years. It's not protected in those instances when you're ordered not to say certain things. But I mean, he has a full plate today. The judge already ruled 9 times that he violated his order. Right. Today, they'll address another thing where he mentioned Michael Cohen and jurors. And so this, I believe, is a no-brainer that, again, the judge will say that you did violate my order. I think Judge Merchan is doing exactly what I want any judge that I ever appear in front of to do. Take his time and go through the case slowly, not act too fast, not be really emotional, just go by the letter of the law, ensure that I get a fair shot, and give some sides some wins and some sides some losses. Earlier this week, Trump got a win. You can go to your son's graduation.
Right.
Then you got a loss. Right. You violated my order. That's trial. It happens like that.
Okay, so let's take this forward. Let's say the judge says he did violate the gag order 4 more times. That's $4,000. I guess $1,000 a pop. No big deal to his financial, right? What would cross the line that could put Trump in jail?
I think anything after this, because all these come out of the same nexus. They all were the same event. The judge decided to split them up, right? And so he set out, and I think that was smart. I have an opportunity to view these social media posts. Now I got an opportunity to view these statements that you've made, separate the two. But because they were in that same time frame, in the same nexus, I think he'll give them the same penalty, which is the fine. He'll make the same threat. And I think any violation after that, I think then we have a real conversation. The judge will have to really say, am I able to do what I have done in any other case? The judicial codes of conduct require that the judge make a decision without fear of reprisal, without any thought of who the individual is, and ensuring that you follow what the letter of the law is. And so if you have said before in the past that, hey, if you violate my order, you're going to jail, normally you'd go to jail. So I think this break that the former president had was good. He had a day to calm down, a day to cool down, a day to get back on the campaign trail, a day to talk to voters. He went from being in a place that he really didn't want to be, cold, dark, cold courtroom, and now he's out on the campaign train, enjoying great weather and hearing folks cheering for him. Hopefully today he goes back to just being quiet and not doing anything outside of the lines.